Hey, good morning, all. No real topic today. I told you this is my therapy session. I get my hand out my hair. Last time I put my hand in my hair too much. But anyway, uh, yeah, it's one of those rough days. I don't know why. Well, I kind of do. Um, this weekend was a good weekend. I took my child to her game, and then we went on a journey, and she pretty much enjoyed it. But problem is, she didn't want me to post anything on Facebook because she said it'll make daddy feel bad if I post it. And that made me feel some type of way because this is our time and we should be able to experience stuff together and have a good time without worrying about other people. And I'm sad because I'm creating her or have shown her ways of mine, which is good in some sense and not in the others because of the fact you it's not your fault if a person wasn't there to share with you those experiences. So why do you feel bad by sharing your good experience because that person feel bad? If that person wanted to be there, that person would be there. And it's just as simple as that. So you should never feel bad by enjoying your life when that person has every opportunity to be there and experience that with you, if that makes sense. So that's why I told her I had to put it in layman terms. I said, why are you why not? You wouldn't Don't you think your father wants you to have a great time, whether he's there or not, and to show it? Because so I had to put it in those sense. So we went around. We had a decent time. She At the end she wanted some poppets from this booth in the mall after the movie, and it was closed because the lateness of the movie, how long that movie was. And I was like, you didn't know that you wanted that until you saw that. So she was trying to have a little damp mood, but I was like, that's like kind of a slap in the face. We done went all around the world today, and I did my best to make you have a great best because you could great day. But just because you couldn't get a poppet or the little fidget things, um, you extra sad. And I was trying to explain to her as well as um she can always get some. That's not the only location that has it. That she can get those things in place because they're everywhere, and I don't get those little fidget things, but she does, and it's something that she wants. So I'm like, okay, but I understand the disappointment because she wanted something and you couldn't get it, but at the same time, don't let that ruin your day. So that was my lesson for us to head home. It was like it's a 2 hour journey back because we had to make how many stops? Two stops. I had to get her something else to eat. She wanted Pizza Hut, but the Pizza Huts on the way were gonna be closed, and so we went by Burger King, and then I had to stop one more time to gas up because I want to make sure that just gas up. It doesn't matter. We gassed up. So in the midst of it all, it was time for her dad to call usually, but he never did. And so she called from my phone, and I was like, He texted her back on my phone saying, "How come I call you back later?" Then I guess 30 minutes or so went by, and she was like, well, "Let's try it again." And he sent the same text. So she was getting sleepy. So I texted, and I'm like, what you doing? Because it's unlike you in a sense to miss a phone call with your child in a sense. Because, well, yeah, in a sense. So he went back to me. He stepped out the house for a minute. He's out. Now I'm sitting here trying to give her a life lesson on don't let that stuff dampen your day because it didn't go right. But I felt some type of way. No, I don't want to be back with my ex. I wish things were different. We could have stayed together. But the truth of the matter and the reasons for us getting a divorce and the lies that I was a cover for him, pretty much, that it will never be the same. I grieve because I grieve something that I thought was going to be forever. I grieve the friendship that we had and I thought we had. I grieve for the life that I had. It wasn't the best life. We struggled financially. Um, but it was a good life. I wouldn't went through none of that stuff, any of that stuff that we went through with any other person. I told you I was in it until the rocks fell off. And for it to be a lie, and I was fighting for something that was a losing battle, and I don't care one way or the other, but it's the fact that you lied to me all these years since the beginning and had me thinking that this is something that you wanted. It probably was in a sense something he wanted, but if it was another way and the world wasn't the way it was, then you will have what you wanted, but I'm a cover for you pretty much. Some get it. I was a cover. So since all of that, I know that that would not be, and my trust is jacked, because how can I trust any other person? How can you save yourself and not be back in those same situations? And your fight to try to get something so different. So anyway, in all that, my child brought up a conversation before we went to the movies, because we went to this pizza joint. That's why I was surprised she wanted pizza, but she been asking for this dinner box all week long. And Pizza Hut right now, you can't sit in to dine, and if you do, I'm not, because not too many people going there, so I don't know about their inside cleanliness. So we went to this other place, Pyros, and it was really good. She enjoyed it, so she didn't care for the pizza too much, but she said it was the crust. Okay, and then we went to this nice ice cream bar. I didn't have anything because I ate pizza and I wasn't wanting anything else, and I was gonna waste it, and I knew it. So, and she didn't really eat; she just ate the topping. So she said, "Mom, I can eat. I can eat this." I'm like, "Okay." We went to this called the Yard Milkshake. The Yard Milkshake bar, and it was all nice and dandy. And I don't know, I lost track of what I was trying to say. But that's what we went to. But my thing is this: I'm telling her, don't let your day be ruined. Oh, the conversation. She's gonna tell me that she doesn't want me to. It's okay for me to date, but she gonna make that person's life hard. She gonna be in the middle between us. If we sitting somewhere, she gonna roll her eyes at the person. She's 10. She's gonna roll her eyes at the person, all the stuff. She said, he asked for my hand in marriage, she gonna tell him no, because it's just us. And if we laying down in the bedroom or something like that, she gonna be between us. I'm sitting here like, Kenza, that's not fair for that person for you to do that. And she was gonna cut their hair. They still say, nah, don't put your hand on people. You just tell people that you don't, be up front with them. Tell them you don't like them for whatever reason. Give them the reason if you want to, and just ask them to leave. But don't ever put your hand on a person, because that's not right. But I was like, what about your dad? You gonna tell him that too? She said, yeah, she'll go for a week and then she'll ruin it or something like that. So she doesn't, basically she want us back together. But she know that, she feels that won't happen, but she's still hopeful that we will. And I want to break it to her so bad, baby. That's wishful thinking. That would never happen. Because I was his cover, and I be wanting to tell her the reason, but she's too young. I know they say kids understand more than what we think they understand, and that's true. But at the same time, sorry, I'm so tired. Not in this case. Not in this case. So once she get older and she come, I will lay it all out there. Baby, this is the real reason. And see how we go. But right now, I don't know. But I'm trying to get back to what I'm trying to say. I'm telling her don't let one thing ruin a great day. And once I found out that, I'm letting that ruin mine. You destroyed my life in a sense. I mean, your lies, And I'm trying to pick up the pieces. Like I said, I have my child 24/7. I can't just go here and there without her. I'm constantly always worrying about her and at school and everywhere else. And he probably have his worries too. But mine is more present. He know I'm here and I'm taking care of it. And you just up and go out and have a great time as if, I don't know, I don't want him to suffer. I don't want him to sit here and be all depressed and drill in it. But at the same time, I'm selfish, I guess. It's too fresh and raw. How you going out and enjoying yourself? Am I jealous? I don't know. I don't know if I am or not, because the fact of the matter, if I wanted to go out myself, I could travel those 3.5 hours, drop her off, and then go and do what I got to do. But I guess because you hurt me so bad, do you deserve to have fun? And yes, you do. But in my mind, I don't know. I'm conflicted. I want good. I don't want bad, per se. But don't you feel? Don't you? I don't know. But that put me in a funk. For real. Because I'm like, you going out, and then your position, you don't give a damn. You did all that stuff, put your name out here, folks know you the person, pray in person, all up in church and doing all this stuff, and you going out, you drinking now, you doing all this stuff. I mean, you got a whole child. We have to think about those things when you have a kid, because what are you teaching her? To play with God? You can go up here and be ordained, be a minister. You up here, all she knows is you praying. You up there and being an intercessor. You doing all this stuff in church, but now you doing the opposite. Yes, you can have your life, and yes, we are all men and women. We all have flesh, and we fall each time and each day. But at the same time, when it's no longer yourself that you're living for, you got to be a little bit more careful. You got to be careful. Even if I go out somewhere, I still got to carry myself a certain way. I'm going to have fun, because I'm that type of person. I need all that myself to have fun. I can just be with a group of people, and I can be the quietest one in the group. I'll get up and I dance, but I ain't trying to. I'm a mom at the end of the day. I'm a whole mom, and I thank you, God, that I am a mom. But I'm a mom at the end of the day. And whatever your level of freedom is your level of freedom. Whatever you feel is good for you is good for you. And you're not going to take it to the extreme, because you are a mom. And you're no longer living for yourself. You are, but at the same time, you got to think about your child. This world is hard enough. But anyway, that dampened my spirit, because I'm like, you destroyed me. You murdered me in so many ways. I'm trying to come back alive, but I promise you, things keep coming at me. Then being in the house with my parents, I'm grateful, but at the same time, they just don't understand. They just don't understand. And the more they push, the more it makes me want to run back to him and stay with him and get my old job back and continue to live in this lie. I have support in one way, but not in the other. If you can't control me, and if I don't follow this or that, then are you doing stuff to me, knowing they're going whatever, but you doing it anyway because I'm not responding to the way that you want me to respond. or do things that you want, way that you want me to do. I'm being controlled in so many areas, and my eyes are so wide open. And I always fought against control anyway, but when my eyes got open, I really saw the level of control that I was in. So now when people try to control me in the slightest, I'm pushing back, and they know it, and they still trying to figure out another way to control me. And it's like, I'm at this job that I'm grateful for, but I don't want to be here. But I know I need to be here for this season so I can, what you say, collect your paper, your bag, so that you can move on. I'm trying my best to hold on to the end of the school year, and then we can start fresh. But tell the truth, I'm ready to leave any day. I'm thinking but I got a child. And having a child makes decisions harder. It does. Because you can't truly just get up and go. You can't truly just say, well, you can't do all that stuff anymore. Because I would leave December. That would be enough of checks for me to bank. I have one last thing on my credit that I need to get off, that I owe, and then just start building up, and then working with somebody to get all those things just removed so my credit score go up, and then I have enough of funds, emergency funds, so me and her be okay. But it's already hard enough for her in this new school, and the kids calling her name and calling her big and all this other stuff, to now switch over to go through it all over again. I need stability. I can't just go from one place to another place to another place. I didn't grow up like that, and I can only imagine how this feels for her, not having stability, something that's stable. But I know this, wherever I end up is where I'm going to end up, and we're going to be there. And I don't want to rush into it because of my feelings and my emotions of it all. My feelings and emotions of it all, and trying to get away from people for peace sake. But I don't know. I trying to hold on until May or this summer when school is out. School's at the end of May. So the end of the summer, trying to hold out and get so I can save even more money. That's the benefit of it all. Just I'm trying to focus on it. That's the benefit of trying to hold on and stay here. I do not like this job. I'm not mentally here. I'm working. I'm putting my all into it because I don't want to, be whatever. But I'm just not mentally here, and this is not for me. It really not. It's not. But I know I have to be here, and that makes the difference because I have to be here, and I don't want to be here. I don't want to be back in the house with my parents. Me and my mom relationship is suffering bad, and I'd rather be away, and we worked on it, and it worked for us, than to be in this house and all the unsaid and unfinished, all the stuff that's been festering for years is at the head, and I'm doing everything in my power to just be quiet and just get out the way and not be controlled. I'm doing my best trying to do that, and trying to be get healed from what has happened to me, my child to heal, and both of us to be in a good place. But it's hard. It's hard. It's good because we don't have to worry about the bills, and I ain't worrying about that. But I don't know. I'm picking, choosing battles, I guess. But I know our time, we're not gonna stay here forever. And I pray I don't pick the wrong place, the wrong location, because it's just us. So I always got to be mindful what kind of job I take, because it's just us. And I cannot just take any old job, because who's going to be there to pick her up? And I don't want to get stuck in that train of thought and stay here because of that only. I said before in one of them, I know women and men do it all the time, that they raise families all the time, single parents all out here, and they figure it out. And I'm trying to figure it out. I went from having that support to being gone, and now I got to figure it out. I'm better because I'm not crying as much. I'm better because I know that marriage is gone and dead. I'm just praying that God take this spirit or whatever off of me, because when I hear him doing stuff or going out or this, that, or my mind get on him dating, I got a problem with it. But I don't want to be with you, but I got a problem. It offends me because you hurt me so much for so long, and it hurts my feelings. It hurts me because I told you what he was. I know. And I just hate for somebody. That's what I strive. That's why I stayed, because I know what it took, what he got me with. Oh my God, if he could be that person. You know, we all change and we evolve, but if he could just been half of that person. But it really didn't matter because I was his cover. He could have stayed that person, but the truth of the matter, I was his cover. And because I was his beard, his cover, it was doomed. It was doomed. He gave a shot at it to try to be normal, but at what cost? At what cost? Me not trusting you anymore, me all this other stuff, me not trusting men, period. I loved you and you hurt me the way you hurt me. I'm sorry, I'm talking as if I'm talking to him. Anyway, let me end this vlog here, and maybe I'll do another one this week. So this is the life of us, me and my child, trying to heal, dealing with living with my parents and fighting against control. And I think that was a control thing too, because I haven't been talking to him. I tell myself every day, no, do not call, do not text, do not do any of that stuff. And I've been doing that for two weeks now. And he texts me because my child had straight A's, and I thought that her grades was going to fall, but they did not. And I posted them on social media because I was so happy. And he's texting me, you're a great mom and you did stuff. I don't need you to tell me that. And I didn't respond. And because I haven't been responding, I think that's a way. Because before I left, we got into this thing. Yes, we were divorced, but that's for part 2. I'll tell y'all then. Let me get into work. Talk to y'all later. Bye.